Good morning. It's January 7th, 2014. We're going to have a bit of a chat about walk-ins, light bodies, and um, and grays, or energies that are not quite of the light. So it's all going to go hand in hand, and I was guided to do it this way. And hopefully, after a bit of an explanation, I'll help open up some doors for you and an understanding on what's going on in your life and how changes can be made. So in the summertime, I started receiving clients that were walk-ins. Walk-in is a spirit or spirit and soul that'll come in and help a human or another spirit and soul make it through a lifetime. So example, I went from from being born to age 4, and all of a sudden my body could know, and I was going through a traumatic experience, one very devastating, and my spirit and soul did not want to be here anymore to finish this lifespan. So another one comes in and takes over and looks after this human body for the next, say, 80, 90 years. Because this body, this human body, was meant to be here. This human body was meant to be here from birth until 80, 90s. Some bodies are meant to be here from the time they're born till they're 20, time from they're born till 10, time from they're born till 50. So it all depends on the contract of the body and what the human form is needed for. So for the highest good of all, this human body needed to be here. So it could be you, someone else, but that family needed this human body. So another soul decides to come in and help this human body make it through this for the highest good of everybody around them. So with the first client I had this summer, that was a walk-in. Before she came up, I heard the word integration, not knowing why. We started chatting, and I said to her out of the blue, I said, "Have you heard of walk-ins?" What's a walk-in? I said, that's right, did something happen between the age of 4, around at the age of 4? And she goes, well, maybe. And she goes, I don't think so. And then she started chatting, and then long story short, we found out, yeah, there was a traumatic experience, and she really didn't remember anything up until the age of 4 to 5. She can't remember anything before that. And it's always felt like she never fitted in her body properly. Like, what am I doing here? So go into the healing room, and what we did was do healing of releasing some blocks of that traumatic experience when she was a child. And those traumatic blocks also contributed to things that happened over her life from the time she was 4 to 5 until now. I would say she's in her 40s. And that imprint, that traumatic experience, created a lot of chaos in her life because that was never dealt with properly, healed properly. Then we got through that. We got the energetic healing done, and then I was guided to go to her head and to do a light body integration. So within a light body integration, because her spirit and soul is not of this planet, it is another planet, what we would call a light being, the vibration is much higher, much brighter, much bigger than the human body and soul is. And we needed to incorporate the spirit soul into her body properly so it fit like a glove. It felt much better. All said and done, we finished off this session. I explained to her what I experienced, what it was shown, and what happened. And for a couple days, it took her a couple days for her body to readjust. And for the eating, the cellular adjustment, the energy adjustment, and being more comfortable in her body. So it was quite amazing to, meet a walk-in, a person we consider a walk-in, to help release all those past blocks and words that she had in her system, and also to incorporate this beautiful, beautiful spirit into the body properly so it fit and be able to finish the rest of the lifespan in comfort. I had another client, and it was amazing, really good soul. And I wondered why at first we had a bit of a tough time connecting. And because he was here for a class, and we're going to make a long story short, when he first tried to work on me, he was pushed away, and then it happened the second time, and no idea what was going on. I explained to him, when I'm in the healing room and I'm in the Reiki realm and doing energy work, I'm working with a lot of helpers, whether it be God, or Jesus, the archangels, angels, ancient ones, elders, whoever needs to be here for the help of this transition for the client will be here. So I'm not alone. I'm always looked after, always protected. So we let that go. Anyways, going back and met up with them in the summertime, and I said, hey, you know what? I had this experience, and I put my arm on his shoulder and arm on his hand, and I said, this is what I was doing, and all of a sudden I felt these electrical currents, and I thought, whoa, is this a light body? And I found out later it wasn't, but it was quite interesting. So I came 3 weeks later, and we did this light body integration for him, because I know he is a being that is not of this planet, a very beautiful soul, very, very powerful person, spirit. And we did this light body integration for him. And he shared with me a couple weeks later that he found out that he had a gray entity, a gray spirit, cohabiting his human space form at the same time. So during his life, he had a lot of chaos going up in his mind. His mind never still, was never silent. And after this integration, things quieted right down. So I realized that this dark energy created electrical static. And it was saying, what? It was telling me that this electrical static that I pick up on people that I thought was cool actually was not. It was saying, stay away from me because your energy is different than mine and I don't want my energy altered. So it was really neat. We learned that the divine energy, the light body energy is much stronger than the old energies, the gray energies, the heavy energies. But these energies, these grays and heavy energy bodies can change. They can shift. They do have a choice. So it was really neat, the process. You see the walk-in. A walk-in is a spirit and soul that comes in and says, you know what, I'm going to help this human body make it through the lifespan that it's supposed to be here for, because it's the highest good for everybody around us. The light body integration is, the light body is the light bodies, the spirits, the souls that are of other planets and never fit into these human forms properly and can now fit like a glove. And also the darker gray energies that have been in the human form for many years. If it doesn't want to change and it doesn't want to bring up its vibration, it can cause like an electrical current, electrical discharge that'll repel, say, the practitioner away from the person. So it was quite interesting how this all walks in hand. I like you to take this forward. Hopefully it's opened some doors for you, some explanations. It's quite interesting what can be done and how we can energetically heal our lives. So if you feel like you've missed a lot of your life, you don't remember from the time you're born to a certain age, 10 to 1 is your walk-in. We can help heal the past trauma from that. We can help your body, your light body or your spirit and soul integrate into the human body much better. And if you're picking up electrical currents from others, my understanding now is there's a reason for it. It's saying, you know what, that energy that you're connecting to is not a good energy, and either help that person go forward and heal that and raise their vibration or walk away. It's not for you to be around. Take good care. Have a beautiful day and many blessings.